In this video, the second in a 7-part series about looking at things all around us that give us the beautiful lessons in life. And this one is about a dog and wagging his tail and how that applies metaphysically. I'm going to show you right in this video how you can use a simple expression to get your mind in a place that will help you prosper in all areas of your life just by looking at a dog. Aloha, I'm Mark J, the world's laziest networker, coming to you from our backyard here in beautiful Kauai, Hawaii. And I know that everyone has their own personal Hawaii, that place in life where you feel great, that you're bliss. And it might be a place, it's obviously a mental place, that you are happy. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you get these lessons when they come out. So what does a dog have to do with metaphysics? Well, let's get really clear here. You're not happy because you feel well. Let me say that again. There goes a plane, a little windy here. You're not happy because you feel well. You feel well because you're happy. You don't have faith because things are going well. Things are going well because you have faith. And this is one of the big mistakes in life. People think the environment has an effect on them. Nothing could be further from the truth. The conditions in life, we have been taught to respond to those, to react to those, to make adjustments to those. And we've completely forgotten that we're the ones that created all those situations in the first place. So if you're feeling despondent or depressed or what's the use, and you're looking at the conditions in your life, you're probably forgetting that you have moved off the truth, what I like to call pronoia, and we're going to talk a lot about pronoia in this series. What is pronoia, Mark? Well, pronoia is understanding that the universe is conspiring on your behalf, that all things go well, with a little asterisk. Here's the asterisk. The universe is the ultimate order filler. It's the ultimate one. What the thoughts that you consistently hold, it's going to go get them and bring them to you. So you damn well better be holding good thoughts. So when circumstances start to feel like overwhelming or scary, or you're not going to get everything done, or these conditions are going to prevent you from having what you want, you've got to remember the truth, and that's the message that you've been sending out into the universe. Hey, Mark, you said a dog can teach us this, and that's right. You would think about a dog for a second, okay? You wouldn't go out and look at your dog or somebody else's dog and see the tail still and the dog moving. That would be the tail wagging the dog. And unfortunately, the powers that be out there, the machine, we're talking about the government, institutions, banks, and so forth. And by the way, I'm not picking on them. It's been this way that we know of for over 4,000 years. If you actually study the myths that people use to guide their life, you see the same thing, that the individual's individuality has always been threatened by the machine that's trying to control the masses. And what they want you to do, and we see this today, is they want you to be addicted to convenience and safety. Those are the two things that are probably in your mind right now. Nobody wants anything to be inconvenient, and nobody wants to feel unsafe. Well, the reality is nothing is inconvenient and nothing is unsafe. It's all an illusion, and that is really the tail wagging the dog. So what I suggest that you do, there's a dog right there. Okay, and hey, handsome, see if we can get him to wag his tail. Puppy. So here's the deal, right? When you understand metaphysics, you'll understand what Emerson taught, a little carpenter from Galilee, a little over 2,000 years taught. He said, according to your faith, be it unto you. So let's talk about faith for a second. Faith isn't something you have or don't have. We all have exactly and precisely the same amount of faith. Example, you say, Oh, I wish I had as much faith in God as Mary has in God. Or I wish I had as much faith in being able to be successful in real estate or network marketing as Frank has or Jerry has. The truth is, you have the same amount of faith. You've placed your faith and your belief in the fact that you don't have that much faith. Does that make sense? I'm sure it does if you think it through. It was a mind blower at first. So what we're going to talk about in all these videos is what I like to call, and I think I invented it, as Rocky Balboa said.
No, I think I invented it.
The law of environment. You see, the environment around you, the people, places, and things around you, you brought all those into your life by the thoughts that you hold consistently, not the ones that you say you hold, not the ones that you want to hold. Another jet plane taking off here. And I'm going to use this too. Your mind is actually more powerful than that jet that just took off. It is going to bring to you the things that you're holding in your mind. So what you want to work on is the law of environment in your mind. The law of environment is this simple. In Hawaii, there was nothing here. It was just all volcanic rock. Over the years, it broke down into soil, but there were no plants here. What happened? Well, plants, it's a total jungle here on Kauai. It is called the Garden Isle. The question is, how did they get here? There's only three ways: wind, water, or wings. But the point is, it's the greatest place on the planet for anything to grow. I mean, you just can't believe how things grow here. I want to get into a discussion about Kauai, but it's incredible how things grow. What does this have to do with the law of environment? That which belongs in an environment will eventually show up, and when it shows up in that environment, it will flourish. Penguins and polar bears don't show up in the desert, and roses don't show up in Antarctica. What belongs in an environment must show up and prosper and nourish from that environment. So what environment are we talking about? The environment in your mind. So when you get a negative thought, when you're feeling despondent, when you're feeling discouraged, think tail wags dog. Okay, tail wags dog. If you'll think that, you'll realize that you're letting the outside conditions control the environment in your mind. You control the environment in your mind, and when you do, you control the conditions in your life. Because when you set the right environment, the things that you want will show up, and the things that you don't want will atrophy. I'm Mark J. I'd love to know what you think, but always think about negative circumstances. Tail wags dog. And there it is again. The lessons are all around us. Peace be the journey. We'll see you on the beaches of the world.